What's going on, everyone? Austin John Plays here, and today I'm going to be going over the location of every single piece of heart in Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. The piece of heart locations in this game are unchanged since the original version in 2011. All of the clips from this video are going to be from the 100% walkthrough that I did, so if you want a 100% walkthrough in context of these, be sure to check out the playlist. And all of these pieces of heart are going to be in the order in which you can get them in the game. As in, once you finish this dungeon, you're going to be able to get pieces of heart up until that point. It's going to be self-explanatory. If you're seeing an area that you've never explored before, then you should probably stop watching the video at that point. This is generally the kind of video that people watch when they're missing a few and they just want to, go around and round up all of them. Some of the pieces of heart require goddess cubes. I'm going to be including locations of the goddess cubes, and some of them require mini games. I'm going to be including a little bit of strategy for all the mini game requiring pieces of heart. You start the game with 6 full hearts. There are 6 dungeon bosses for 6 heart containers. There are 2 heart medals, and in total in this video, 24 pieces of heart throughout the entire game. For reference on the map, here is where I am. We are to the bottom left of the giant tree, and we are overlooking this entryway. We're going to head up this ramp. If you look to your left, you're going to be seeing a tightrope. And boom, piece of heart. Next, we're going to head inside through either of the doors is just fine. And you get a nice sweeping overview of the room. There's the guy who owns the place, and there's a piece of heart. Just a little heads up, it requires some, let's just say some light vandalism. We're just gonna roll right into this balcony, and we're gonna do it 2 times. Everything is gonna fall down. You actually do have to speak with him before you leave, contrary to like other Zelda games and stuff, but be sure to get the piece of heart. Do yourself a Skyward Strike right on this. And we're gonna go down to this chest and we're gonna place down the beacon and making our way to this one random small island in the sky. Piece of heart. That's now 3. Basically, we're gonna head to the north side of the room. It's gonna be the one that looks like these eyes and this nose right here. Take out your beetle and launch it as high up as you can go. On the front 2 sides of this giant urn in the middle of the room, they are gated off, and on the rear 2 sides, they are not gated off. So if we just navigate directly inside, there's a crystal, boop the crystal, and that gives us access to this piece of heart right here. If you've been following along, this is your 4th piece of heart. The reward for hitting 10 gratitude crystals is a piece of heart. Very nice. Before progressing, we actually want to head up as if we were to go straight. That's the area that we just came from with those 2 bomb flowers. Before we address that area, we want to keep going this way. Continue up the passageway. You're going to be coming across another pyre-up that you honestly don't even need to interact with. You can just run past him and you're going to be getting a piece of heart right on this cliff. Awesome. If you see this path right here, we want to go on here because even though we're going to access this area later for, I believe there's a goddess cube over there, there's a piece of heart that we can access right now. So in order to reach this area, we're going to make our way from where we're standing. We're going to go up, over, and down, and then straight across. We're eventually going to reach this area over here, and we're just going to hop on down, take out our bomb, either walk it over and place it, or roll it. Again with the curving. Is that going to work? Yeah, it did. We're going to enter here. There's going to be 2 electric choo-choos. Be careful of them. And at the end of the hallway, boom, there's a chest. That's our 3rd piece of heart. So now, take out your beetle, hit this time shift stone. So now, we're going to get inside of our minecart, and as soon as you do, lift your sword up for a Skyward Strike. And face to the left. Because, goddess cube. Very nice. And this last island up here in the top right, this is actually Beetle's Island, which is where he lives, and at nighttime he pedals his thing over here. That way he hangs out. And this is going to be a piece of heart. We are going to be heading back to Fun Island because it's going to be time to start that party game up. For the record, Fun Island is this one over here, the one that looks like this crazy pinwheel. The party wheel that was pinned to his back flew off. We are going to make our way down to the desert entrance. If we come over here and use a bomb, we're going to hit this time shift stone, and now you're going to see some vines that appear next to us. Now we just got to climb across, and this whole linear path is pretty self-explanatory. Just keep heading to the left. We're going to come to this, what did he call it? I think he called it a disc. While making a graceful landing back on Fun Fun Island, Scrapper's gonna come over and he's gonna say, here's your wheel thing. Bzzzt. So we're gonna be shot directly up into the air. You see those giant balls? Don't hit the balls. Instead, we want to go through these rings. If you hit the balls, then your multiplier at the top resets. You need to go through all rings in order to hit the full multiplier of times 10. And pay attention to where the winning space is when you go through the last one. It's going to be about where the winning space was, and you need to land on that one small sliver of red and blue, which is 50 rupees, and then you need to have the full multiplier of times 10, and that's going to be for a full 500 rupees. You also need to pass through all 5 of the multipliers, and then you get a piece of heart. Okay, do you remember the chandelier that we broke at the Lumpy Pumpkin like forever ago? I think it's finally time that we go fix that. Heading over to Pum, the owner of the shop, he's like, hey, you finally have this empty bottle. Here's some hot pumpkin soup, but you only have 5 minutes to bring it to the Knight Commander. So, right from the Skyloft landing by the Knights Academy, we're gonna hop off to the right to the sparring hall. I do believe if you fail, you get to keep the pumpkin soup, but then to complete the quest, you still need to do it again. And I think it costs like 10 rupees for the pumpkin soup. Well, anyways, now we have to head back to the Lumpy Pumpkin. Pum is gonna say, hey, good job on doing that, but your indentured servitude isn't over yet. Now, I need you to go and I need you to help my daughter harvest some pumpkins. And basically, you need to hold 5 of them and walk from here all the way to the storage shed, which is down there on the left. The trick is to walk slowly, and if the pumpkins are leaning to the left, then you have to go to the right. And honestly, the easiest way is to just kind of move back and forth. Wait until these are all facing left, and then you're gonna walk hard left. And you're gonna give it just a little shandy to the right, just to counteract it. Now they're gonna all go to the left, all go to the right, all go to the left, all go to the right, and we did it. We have to go inside and tell him that we did it. Now you need me to come back at night. Well, you're not allowed to fly your bird at night, so instead, we're gonna sleep in one of these beds over here until night. My daughter used to sing, and I need you to do a duet with her. Her name is Kina. Okay, cool. The minigame is really quite simple. You need to keep in rhythm with the hands of the patrons. I guess you could call that playing, sort of. I found your performance a little lacking. I can't say it knocked my socks off, but you know, for a first try, you did good enough. With that, we're even. You don't have to work for me anymore. And you get a piece of heart. We're gonna go to In the Woods. Our first time here in Farron, there was what was quite obviously a bombable wall, and now that we have bombs, we can go there for a piece of heart. Nice. Let's go get that piece of heart. But anyways, from the entrance, we're gonna make our way over here to the big old slide. We're gonna go down the left side. And if we hop down here, boom. In order to get this guy, we're going to hop into the water. And you probably saw this entranceway down here many, many times before, and you wondered how could you possibly get in there? Well, now that we can actually dive under the water, which apparently that's something that some of the links can't do, like, I don't know, the Breath of the Wild one. Yeah, we can do this now. Neato Vegito. And we got a piece of heart. So now to get these bad boys, what I want to do is I want to find a place that's directly above it. I want to walk right to the edge, hit the hang down, and I'm just going to go left and right until I know I'm directly above this land. Perfect. Now we can just casually mosey on over. Okay, we've already been to this one before, but there is now a thing. If we hop off and we hug this side closest to the chest, but we go inside of the hole, we can land here. And that's a piece of heart. Sweet, dude. We are going to go on top of the school, not inside of the school. So, remember where you chose to or not to help out the Grandmaster with his little pet at the beginning of the game? Well, that's where we're gonna go. And once we're up here, you're gonna see a claw shot target. And we're gonna take it down. Inside of here, we're now going to make our way into essentially the air duct. And super creepy, we're going to drop down into Zelda's room. Is there anything in here for me? It's a piece of heart! We're just kidding, I knew that was there. And before we hop down, we have one more thing that we want to do. Let's go ahead and pull up the zip line going to the rear of the ship. Once on here, you can clearly see that there's going to be a claw shot target. Let's hop down, claw shot target. Just hit the let go button. And we're going to sail all the way down. Anyways, there's the chest here with a piece of heart. Make sure you get it. Down here at the port, you want to make your way to this gray path right here. And when you do, you can use your claw shot target to grab over there. And you're going to see a cave. Inside of this cave is going to be a whole bunch of spiders. Whole bunch of them. Goddess Cube, let's activate this bad boy. And we're going to climb the waterfall once again. And boom, piece of heart. If you're not familiar, this mini game is unlocked by talking to Fledge in nighttime in his room. You have to give him a stamina potion, and then you have to do it a second time at a later point in time, and then you have to speak with him again at a later point in time, after which he's going to give you 5 gratitude crystals. After that, you're then going to be able to do this mini game. He's going to be right outside of the practice arena here in Skyloft. This is considered the most frustrating minigame for a very good reason. When it was out on the Wii, of course, there were only motion controls. And if you try to do this with only motion controls, you're going to be holding your Joy-Con, right? You hold A to zoom in, and then you're able to shoot these pumpkins. The multiplier will keep stacking until you miss a pumpkin. The challenge comes that after you hit 400 points, he starts doing some really out there throws. Oh, that one's super high. Oh, I actually got that one not bad. Yeah, like that one, completely off screen, kind of hard to follow. After you hit 600 your first time, you're gonna be getting yourself a piece of heart. Now, there is a way to cheese it. We're gonna go to options, we're gonna go to button only controls, and use motion controls for aiming. We're gonna turn that off completely. You wanna aim at this next to left pole right here. He's then gonna start throwing them, and when he has the pumpkin in the middle of his body, we're going to be releasing the A button. I recommend A over ZR, just because you can release the trigger more sensitively. Also, highly recommend making sure that there's nothing in the way of you, your Joy-Con, and the Nintendo Switch console, because anything in the way can actually lead to interference. Laptops, cell phones, speakers, microphones, anything with a wireless signal or a magnet. And the trick here is, even if he decides to throw it crazy like, very far off to the right or very high or very fast, it has to go by this exact space. Boom. That's the 600 we need. I still have 30 seconds to go. Symbol of friendship, yeah. Call it what you want. And now once again, we are outside and there's a linear path that we can go. Let's just go ahead and reach this guy. We're gonna run straight and into this building. And if you look further, there's gonna be a burrow spot. Let's enter that. And down here is gonna be a guy named Platz. So busy, burning the midnight oil, looking again for loot. And then he's gonna see us after we hit this blue switch. You may be scary, but as long as the way ahead of me is clear, you'll never catch me. Getting him is really very simple. You just need to look at where he goes. Like now, he has nowhere to go, but back. And I got him. The treasure that he gives us is a piece of heart. Pretty good treasure. In the next room, there's gonna be some butterflies here, and they're gonna tell you a pretty interesting story. And by they, I mean the stone, of course. He's gonna say, rumor has it there's a piece of heart hidden somewhere nearby. The thing is, to get to it, you need to be able to bury it like a magma. And if you dig into the one directly in front of it, you're gonna see a hole. And boom, piece of heart. There's gonna be a giant frog on the wall. And if we head to the left, we can hop out this window, climb up a little bit. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then strangely enough, there's just a Lizalfo chilling up here. But most importantly, right up here is a goddess stone. GG. And next, we're gonna head to this floating island, and that's Bug Rock Island. But the chest that we need to get actually requires us to, well, you don't have to land on the outside. You can just go to the top and then drop down, but you might as well just land on the outside because we currently have no other business here. And that's gonna be for a piece of heart. When landing down here, we are going to be going to the shipyard, which is all the way on the west side. Gottram is going to be here, and he's going to ask if you want to have some fun. So this is a roller coaster mini game, and heart stopping. If you beat it in under 65 seconds, you get a piece of heart. All right, we're going to start off going straight. I'm not going to touch anything right now, and now I'm going to lean left going into the first turn. Releasing right, left, release. Right, release, right. Release, left. Release, L3 for hop. Right. Release, left. Release, right. Staying right. Release, right. Release, right. Straight, left. Straight, right. Left. Right. Left. It's really important that you stay left at that Y right there, because that's going to give you that boost that you need on that real flat area. And then left, straight, right. Oh, that was, I might lose a little bit of time there. Left, release, right, let go. Wow. I don't have a better strategy other than the exact same thing that I just did. Which apparently you could see one time it worked and one time it didn't. But hey, there we go. That's that piece of heart that we needed. Nice. I just want to say we're gonna get that piece of heart from drawing on the wall. And if you failed it like I did, apparently you can save and quit, load back in. And if we head up the stairs, yeah, Goddess Crest is back. Great. Glimmering hexagons. Oh, rupees, got it. So not good. Oh, it worked. Sweet money bags! For helping me out with my research, I'd like to give you a little something. It's a piece of heart. And after you leave Thunderhead, you have to go back inside Thunderhead. And on our map, we are actually going to be making our way right here to Bug Rock Island. And right next to the flying pier over here, you're gonna be seeing this guy. It's Stritch. We're actually not going to do this yet, but we do need to speak with him in order to initiate a flag in the game that allows a specific quest to take place. So now we're gonna head to Skyloft, we're gonna call Beetle, and we're gonna enter his little flying airship. And inside of his airship, we are just going to sleep in his bed until night. I'm gonna hop down here and speak with Beetle, and he lost his Horn Colossus Beetle. That's fine, we're gonna go find it for him. So now we have to go back inside of Thunderhead, back to Bug Rock. See, now he has a quest bubble. There's a challenge that you have to do, and if you complete the challenge, then you get the beetle, and it costs 10 rupees to do the challenge. You have 3 minutes to find 10 bugs of his choice. Now here's the trick, ready? Take a screenshot, hit the home button. When you hit the home button, your clock is paused. If you were to pause in game, then you cannot view the 10 bugs. But now that we have a screenshot of it, we can see all 10 bugs that we need to gather. On screen is a graphic from Zelda Dungeon that has every single bug that we have to get. Beetle, I found your beetle. He's gonna be so happy and so grateful that we found his beetle and brought his dear bug back to him. It should also be noted that after doing this quest, the price of the piece of heart from Beetle will be reduced in half. I think it was 1,600 before? Okay, but yeah, we're gonna buy the last piece of heart because, well, my rupees were full and I showed you how to get a whole bunch of rupees. Okay, so LANAYRU has a thing now. Fee's like, hey, we should definitely return to the sky. But hear me out. LANAYRU now has something, I think it's called the Lightning Round. Very appropriate name, right? And he has two options here. You get to relive past experiences. You get to go to battle, and then you have to battle all the bosses of the game. You can only bring in your shield, and you're limited on the items that you have, but you do have the fully upgraded Master Sword, so the bosses get defeated faster. You have to complete 4 of the bosses for a piece of heart, I am going to be doing that in a separate video. I mean, honestly, 4 of them, I could do 4 right now. And done. Minute 21 seconds. Minute 57. Beautiful. Minute 19. Not bad at all. 116. Very nice. And I'm going to choose to quit because now I get myself the piece of heart. Fantastic. That is the last piece of heart in the entire game. And completion of the 20th container. Boom. Well guys, if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications. Until next time, Austin John out.